What up is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. We're going to be going through Najee Harris. We're going to be doing a ranking of him. So stick around if you want to know where he is in standard leagues and then in super flex leagues as well. First of all, we're going to go through his stat line here. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're doing daily content and we'll hopefully be doing more and more giveaways as we go along through this channel. What makes Najee Harris so unique is his size combined with his athleticism and what he can really do on the field. And we'll be going through a couple of his plays, couple of his most notable plays, and we're going to walk through his tape of why he is so special. First of all, in 2020, he had an amazing stat line. 1,466 yards, so all this will be right here. He had 26 touchdowns, and that was on the ground, only on the ground. And then he had 43 receptions, 425 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the air. And so he can rush and receive. And one of those things is when you are looking for a dynasty football running back, you are looking for a running back that can do both. His size is incredible. When you look at 6'2", and they have him listed here at 230 pounds, so maybe even a little bit bigger than what he was his junior year. Yes, he's getting to the point where he's a little bit older than some of the other running backs coming out, but age, you're looking just for a rookie contract. You're looking for the first 4 to 5 years. Yeah, he'll be 23, but first 4 to 5 years is what we're really looking for. And if you can get a top 10 dynasty running back, I mean, that is ultimately dynasty owners are just wanting at this point. So even if you look at his 2019, and he split time throughout his career with Josh Jacobs and a couple other running backs as well. And Alabama does that. They do that very often, where they have 2 really good running backs, and then all of a sudden one of them goes off, and then all of a sudden you just have another 5-star awesome recruit. Najee Harris was the #1 running back recruit in his class. And that was with Travis Etienne and Jonathan Taylor and all that in that draft class, in that high school class. So if we look at even more through those stats, I mean, he had 27 receptions his junior year, so he had 7 touchdowns, so he still was very heavily used in the passing game. But now they had Mac Jones, who is more of a dump-off quarterback and utilized the running back more in the receiving game. And even if you look at some of his last few games here, 22 attempts, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns, 15 attempts, 125 yards, no touchdowns. That was against Notre Dame, and then against Florida in the SEC championship game, 31 rushes, 178 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he's fully okay having the workload. And so when we're going to go through his video here, this is all with RS Highlights here. RS Highlights had some of the plays that I wanted to go through. This is the Notre Dame play that a lot of people were raving about, and you might have raved about or saw this as well. This is the Rose Bowl game here. And so, first of all, this is, I believe it's 1st and 10. I can't really, there's no down marker. It's just something in 10. And so they have number 8 coming here in motion. And simply, they're just going to do a nice little right handoff here. And I'll let you watch the play first. So yeah, just an incredible hurdle there. Man, almost brings it to the house. So yeah, if we go back through there and slow it down, first of all, Notre Dame has some pretty good pressure on here. I mean, the 35-yard line is the pressure. And really, he gets hit at about the 33-yard line. Or the offensive lineman gets pushed back 2 yards. And easily, this could have been bottled up. But one of the things that Najee Harris has is really good vision. So he's and he has some patience to it as well. I mean, you look at how much he's right here. It looks like he's getting no yards. And then all of a sudden, he just explodes around the corner. Now, this is what makes Najee Harris incredible. This guy's pretty much standing full straight up and straight down. And he's just going to hurdle him. And he lands at about the 45-yard line. And if you stop there, you can see that he's at about the 46 there, and there's a defender right by him at about the 46, maybe a couple of yards, of course, towards the middle of the field, and he just explodes by him. That guy has no chance, and only thing that stops him is just running out of room and that safety coming over and stopping him. So another view of the play, just hurdles him, and that's a huge hurdle. That guy is basically standing straight up. So incredible ability to get in the air. I don't really care. I shouldn't say care. I really don't like hurdling that much because it's not a great move because you lose a lot of momentum. But for elite people that know how to do it, it seems like Najee Harris doesn't really lose much energy, and he just continues to go forward. And here he tries to run. You can see him. He tries to run towards the middle of the field. He's thinking about maybe cutting back towards the end here. I mean, he looks like it, and then he's like, nope, the safety's running. Just runs him out of the room. So when I say he doesn't have breakaway speed, he doesn't really, it's true, but like he is still fast enough to make these incredible runs that are 50, 60 yards. He just might have these issues with some of the safeties tackling him down at the 5-yard line, but 50-yard run is 50-yard run. This is the next play. We're talking about 4th and 3. 4th and 3 against South Carolina here. And so this is going to be a reception by Najee Harris. I'm going to run it through, but the reason why I like to put plays in like this is because passing plays or receiving plays, just showing how diverse he can be, is incredible compared to some of the other running backs in the class. Some of the other running backs can't do this, and even some of the running backs in previous classes can't do that. I'm going to mute that. There we go. So, as you can see, little catch. And this is the play that everyone knows him about. Yeah, just incredible. Yeah, so when we talk about that, we're going to go through that play. So 4th and 3. So if you stop it right there, so he has, you can tell this is kind of it's not a choice route. So a choice route is where you can either go right, left. This is basically just a running back, basically out to the sidelines. And it looks like Tua is going to him the entire time. And so he has pretty good depth. I don't know what the exact play design was for him to go, but I mean, I'd like him to go an extra yard further. But the receiver kind of stopped early too, because I mean, you want him to get the first down. And he gets tackled here as soon as he gets the ball in some cases in the NFL, and it's turnover on downs. But that's not the case here. There was no one on him. I mean, if you look at him, he's open. Easy catch. I mean, he catches a little bit with the body there, but immediately turns upfield. And number 8 here, it looks like he could potentially try to outrun 8, but his stopping ability here and just stops and just shoves him off. And not only that, is he shoves him off and goes immediately into acceleration gear here and explodes. And explodes enough where he's breaking down this next defender and then hurtling over that defender and lands. 53 should have a tackle right here. You're thinking, oh, he's going to get tackled. It's going to be an amazing run. But he explodes through, and 53, I mean, it could be partly bad defense, but it just explodes through, and look at that. Just hurdle. Yep. 53, kind of a half tackle. If 53 would have had a better tackle there, I think that could have been potentially a TD stopping, and 29 was just kind of watching the play. But just, again, the reasons why Najee Harris is a excellent fantasy running back in the future here. I'm going to tell you what my rankings are here soon. So stick around here for a second. We're going to go through one more play. So this is, again, another play that I really enjoy because it shows multi-abilities here. And so we're going to run through the play here. So what you can see out of this play is, first of all, 1st and 10. He's just going to run and realize, okay, I need to explode through this hole, which he does. He does an awesome job here. It's a pretty big hole, and we have to give him that. But what he sees immediately is a defender right there, like, okay, what are you going to do? You have a lot of choices. Are you going to try to go left, right? What are you going to do? Go over. Over is the choice. So he goes over him, and immediately as he goes over, he is planting that left leg, and he sees another defender darting at his legs. This is almost a guaranteed tackle 99% of the time for the running backs in college football right now. But he has the ability to land and side cut this play, and then he has the ability to step his foot in the ground, stiff arm, and then try to get through that. I mean, that is multi-use. I mean, that's multi-abilities right there. He's hurdling. He's side cutting. That's incredible. Yeah, you get to watch just another view. Big hole. hurdles, side cut, stiff arm, it gets dragged down. But that is something that very few backs that we've seen the last couple of years have. And so Najee Harris in a standard league or even in a PPR league is my number one fantasy running back. And that's probably no surprise to a lot of people, but he's over Travis Etienne just because Najee Harris has more abilities. He has more wide set of what he can do. And his only knock is he doesn't have elite speed. We're talking 4.3 speed. He just doesn't have that. But Najee Harris could have 4.5 speed or high 4.4 speed, and you know what? We're all in agreement that everything else is pretty much excellent or has all these different abilities of hurdling, and he even has some pretty good, decent contact balance and vision and power. He's all those abilities. In Superflex, though, he's a little bit knocked down. So I would put him into that 4-5 range for Superflex. He'd be my first running back taken off the board still. My first position player besides quarterback taken off. There's a couple, I would still have about 3 quarterbacks ahead of him at this point. But if Najee Harris finds the right spot, you could see him potentially trying to knock 1 or 2 of those quarterbacks off. And Superflex, make it simple. Trevor Lawrence is your number 1. That will never change. But Najee Harris will be the number 1 running back off the board. And that's my opinion. And I think that will stick that way even after the draft. I think Najee Harris will be the number 1 running back. I really hope that you like this breakdown of the video of how we went through stats and how we went through some of his gameplay and I want to continue to do more and more daily videos here. So please comment on a number 1 through 1,000. If you made it this far, we're doing a giveaway of a Shaq rookie card, his classic rookie card. And please let some other people know about this, about these videos here, daily content. We really want to help people learn more and more about Dynasty football. I really enjoy it, and I really hope to keep on making some of these videos. So I will see you next time. Take care. This is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. Take care. Bye.